Hello, my name is Ben Cardew, and today I want to talk to you about the most 90s dance music records. Not the best dance music records of the 90s, but the most incredibly 90s ones. The ones that could only be made and listened to in the 90s. Okay? I've come up with my top 10. See what you think. Number 1. It is the Dust Brothers remix of Primal Scream Jailbird. Dust Brothers obviously then became the Chemical Brothers, who are the most 90s of all of the bigger dance acts, with apologies to Underworld and the Prodigy, but they just are. They remix Primal Scream. It reminds me of being very young. At number 2, we have Bentley Rhythm Ace. Bentley's going to sort you out, because what is more 90s than Big Beat and a song with a load of boings on it, quite frankly. Number 3, Grace Not Over Yet, the Perfecto mix, because again, after Big Beat, most 90s genre of music has to be progressive house, and this is a perfect example of it. But what about jungle? I hear you say, surely jungle is where all the innovation of the 90s came out in musically. Yes, but even more 90s than jungle, is an MTV-friendly jungle pop hit, and I'm of course talking about Bomb Funk MC's Freestyle. What else? After that, Josh Wink, High State of Consciousness, Tweaking Acid Funk Mix, massive hit in the UK. Again, this is a big thing about 90s dance music, like really big hits, particularly in the UK. I remember walking across university hearing this all the time in the summer. Then you got a song that stands for the business of 90s dance music. It was big business, and no one really bigger in terms of business maybe than Armand van Helden, a man who could charge $75,000 for a remix, and so I've included his remix of Tori Amos's Professional Widow, which went to number 1 in the UK. He was worth it. Pay him $75,000, the man's worth it. After that, we got The Grid, Swamp Thing. Some hits in the 90s were great, some were weird, some were just awful, and I'm afraid I have to include The Grid, Swamp Thing, and that kind of banjo house abomination. Really terrible. I love The Grid. They got some great music. I do not love Swamp Thing. Don't go and listen to it. Then we've got ATB, 9 PM Till I Come. I mean, trance, Ibiza, all incredibly 90s, and this is just the perfect example of it. Do I like it? No. But have I ever been able to get its kind of like synthy guitar riff out of my head since first hearing it? Neither. And that makes it very 90s. Double 99 Rip Groove, because genres was a big thing in the 90s, and that was speed garage. That was one of the examples of speed garage, which was one of those genres everyone like kind of really liked for a bit, and then it sort of went off and sort of started thinking about UK garage instead. But like speed garage, like quick house beats, big bass lines, Rip Groove, a classic example, and you'll still hear that now, which you certainly can't say for Swamp Thing. Finally, Robert Miles, Children. And if I need to tell you why Robert Miles' Children is the most 90s of all dance songs, then I don't know, you shouldn't be watching this video, because there's nothing I can do for you. That kind of delicate piano riff, those massive thumping snare drums, the acoustic guitar. It was intended apparently to calm ravers down at the end of the night, and so they wouldn't have more car accidents, but had precisely the opposite impact. So that's Robert Miles' Children. All right, those are my 10 selections. Let me know what you think. Let me know what I should have included. Your most 90s dance music song.